So I think I don't know why this one here it's still showing as a recording. So I got 57, 58. So you still seeing it, the numbers moving? I'm showing this recording on my side. So I guess we just go ahead and jump into it. Then you know what I'm saying?
But you got to hit record again.
Nah, for some reason they didn't let me. It's just starting to. It's still
Now,
recording.
you got the internet on.
Yeah.
Your shit
I don't
freezing
know why
like
I
it.
did that.
Your face freezing like hell.
Yeah, mine on. Let me check. Yeah, it's on. Yours connected too, right?
Oh yeah, it's already recording.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. We just gonna jump right into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back, My Speaking Podcast. This is your boy, Dark Side of Darryl, Dark Vader, Darryl, YR again, Central South Carolina, Fines, Auburn County on. We back at it again. Got my homeboy on the other side, man. Go ahead and let the world know who you are, man.
I'm Mike, man, aka Booby, man. Hey, the joker so chocolate, man. He made the screen go out, man. He had to black out, man. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man, black of the bear, sweet as juice, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Hey, but hey, man, we're gonna jump right into it, man. We're gonna like how you were saying you just talking about the draft and how the Charlotte Hornets just got railroaded again with this NBA draft.
And we in Charlotte.
Hey, me and Thomas was talking about it today. He was like, man, you know, I said, remember they used to, and just like how you were saying, they used to show when you were with the balls and stuff, and you know, they used to show go through the thing. Now they don't even show it no more. They just come out with the stuff numbered, and the guy is supposed to be the security guard. He walking behind the man in the number. I'm like, man, why they ain't showing the ball? You know what I'm saying?
When
Like how they used to.
Remember when LeBron went to Cleveland? All of a sudden, he just appeared. And he was stay at home in Cleveland. A lot of conspiracies going on in the NBA.
So and let me ask you this right: when did it stop? When was the last time we actually saw the balls?
I don't know, man. But listen, all I know, if you a Hornet fan, man, the best we done got is number 2. If that's Mike Kidd, Gilchrist, and Lonzo Mourning, the best we done got.
So we got number 4 pick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like you mad that you got the 4 pick.
Yeah, because after the first 3, it drops dramatically. They say, but they say we're looking to get that point guard from Baylor, that VJ, whatever his name is. I don't VJ something.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got
Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey. Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey are the 2-3. They was on the same team with Rucker. So yeah, unless the only thing I can think about Dylan Harper is I can see San Antonio maybe taking Dylan Harper as a point guard / 2 guard. He can play both. So he can come in, but you got Castle there already. So I don't know how that's going to work.
You got Castle.
See, it really, to be completely honest, San Antonio should be going after Ace Bailey because they need a small forward. Mm-hmm. See, they need a small forward. But Dylan Harper is the next sure thing, I think, behind Cooper Flag. So,
hey, man, I don't care what they need. I'm going for who the sure thing. Hey, I'll make them fit in there some type of way. I'm getting talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if he's a sure bet, because you can get a small forward from somewhere.
Okay.
But you got a talent. If you got a talented guard that you can, because then you still can kind of like use them for trade bait and see what happens during the course of the year. But I would take him if I was San Antonio. But then a lot of people say they may use them to get the free. You know.
But see, that's what I would do. If I'm Milwaukee, I'm packaging number 2 pick. I'm packaging up Vassell. I'm packaging up Sheldon Johnson and the little dude that got the color hair. I packaged all them 3 up and a couple first-round picks and sent it to Milwaukee. You're giving Milwaukee 3 players that can play right now, and you give them draft picks for Giannis. But could you imagine Fox, Castle, Giannis, and Wimbiana?
Hey man, that would be crazy.
Just think about that.
Because now Freak don't have to play the center because he can do he can just be out there and create and do like he don't have to play the center because Wembanyama can do that.
Only thing you can do on that team, the only thing you can do on that team is your jump. If your jump ain't hitting that night, you're in trouble. Because you're not going on this side on neither one of them.
None of them. Because they're blocking everything that comes in.
But if San Antonio want to win now, I'll make that trade tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm sending them 3 players. I'm sending a couple of first-round draft picks.
Yep.
And I think Milwaukee will have to look at that like, you know what? If he really want to go, these 3 guys that already played in the league and been in the league, we'll take these 3 guys.
I think Milwaukee will do it because you got to think about it. You got Damian Lillard out for the whole year. They ain't getting no younger. They got a lot of older players that older. You got Lopez. He's older. You got Bobby Portis. He probably I don't know if he's 30 yet or he's like 20.
He in his 30s.
So you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of older players, man. So it'll be a good thing for them to go ahead and get young real quick and get some good talent on and ramp up in Milwaukee, man. Because I think Giannis know his time is up, over there, man.
They came out reports in the last couple of days that his team is looking at he ready to go. He let you know I'm ready to go.
Yeah. So I think like how you said that may be something San Antonio might do, and that'll get them in the playoff contention just like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this Eastern Conference, man. Cleveland was up 19 again. Cleveland had 3 leads at home of 20, 20, and 19, and Indiana beat them 3 times. Now I know people out here gonna say, well, Cleveland was hurt, Mitchell was hurt, Garland had a sprained toe, Mobley missed the game, Hunter missed the game. But when I look at the last 2 or 3 games, all of them on the court. So you can't give me. I always had this old mentality. If you dress up, you help. That's all I'm saying.
Well, hey man, why they had Ty Jerome in the line, man?
Hey man, I'm a V man to the heart. I'm hold up my boy Ty, but Ty ain't no starting point guard, man. Ty's a good backup role player. He went to that game and 1 for 16, man. I think, But like I said, at the end of the day, the better team won. We always say this all the time in sports. The team that gets hot at the right time, they carry themselves. Because let's think about this. Think about this. The Charlotte Hornets won 19 games. Charlotte beat Indiana 3 out of 4 times this year. The same Indiana that's whooping them, we beat them 3 out of 4 times. So you get hot at the right time. That's what it's called. And Indiana's got hot at the right time. And like I say, now let's foresee the next series. If Boston gets, after Tatum had a gruesome injury, he tore his Achilles. If Boston go ahead and New York put them out of their misery, what do you see the matchup of New York and Indiana? How you see that matching up?
Hey man, I see that going 7 games, man. It could be like the old Indiana Pacers New York City back in the 80s, man, early 80s and 90s.
Who you think coming out of it though?
That's a toss-up, man. Barring injury, I'm gonna give a slight edge to the Pacers. Barring injury from any team, you know what I'm saying? Bro, it could go either way in the night, man. Cause like how you say, Indiana Pacers been coming down, coming back for 2019-20. And New York doing the same thing too. It seems like these teams let these players, letting these people get like 15, 20-point leads, and next thing you know, the other team going to run 9 and then tie back up. So I don't know what's up with these 15, 20-point leads that people just all willy-nilly just letting these leads get big, and the next thing you know, the team run them down and stuff like that. So it's gonna be interesting. And I think the reason why I say the Pacers because the Pacers are playing physical. They're playing physical ball, man. And the refs is letting them play. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. Why does it take the playoffs for them to play like this? Why?
Hey, man. Let me
ask you a quick question. Is this more entertaining than watching this kind of basketball than watching the 82 regular season games?
Yeah, everybody know that. And like I said.
But why? But this is what I'm trying to figure out, though. Why do you change from the regular season to now? Why? How?
That's in all sports, man. The calls get a little bit tighter. The whistles.
No. I'm gonna counter that. Football players don't take off week to week. They don't take off.
No, I ain't gonna take off.
You don't. No. But basketball players do. They load management.
Yeah, but
they don't play hard.
What I'm saying is, during the playoffs and in the sports, them whistles get a little bit more choke around the referee's neck, a little bit more tighter.
I'm talking about the regular season. The regular season for basketball is horrible. It's horrible. But the playoffs, they playing.
Yeah, letting them play. They're swallowing that whistle. And like I said, that goes for any sport. As far as like football and basketball, football, during the playoffs, the whistles get a little bit tight. The flags get a little bit more tucked down into the pants. I mean, like I said, this playoff series is probably one of the best I've seen in a minute, man. East Coast and the East and the West, man. I mean, they balling, man. Minnesota look like they're gonna put the knockout punch on Golden State because I was telling
Curry
a lot of people, I said, man, you cannot get hurt during the playoffs, man, because you don't have that time to heal. Like I said, Steph done got the hamstring. He older. He can't come back and play. Ain't no way because them guys run up not play to his full potential because he run around a lot. So if he got a little hamstring injury, he go out there and tweak it again. It might put him out for a good little while. So I when he got that hamstring injury, I already knew he wasn't.
Well, I mean, I look at it like this. I feel sorry for Golden State. A lot of people think Golden State can go to the finals with the team they have constructed. I still don't believe they can go to the finals with just Butler because This is why. Now I know I'm gonna be shifting for a second. Yeah, this is why when people want to have this conversation about LeBron being the great, this, that, and the other. This is why I ask people all the time, how can you have LeBron over Curry? You take Curry out that lineup, look how they look now. Mm-hmm. Curry is a key cog in that because that means that's going to give shots to Jimmy Butler. It's going to give more shots to Buddy Hield, and everybody's going to get easier shots. He takes all the defense and all the defense focuses on him. When he's gone now, you playing them. It look like a man playing amongst boys. That's what Minnesota look like playing against them. Everybody in the world watching the game, though they don't have a chance to win that game.
People say that. The reason why people say that about LeBron because when he early part of his career, man, he was doing everything for the team. You know what I'm saying? For what if he was on Cleveland Cavaliers or wherever he been at, you take him out, especially in Cleveland, you take him out, it was right.
What about Miami?
That's why they say that.
What about Miami?
Miami had players.
Yeah, and that's right. They still didn't win.
But you still take them out. It's the same thing.
They still didn't win though. Okay, we ain't gonna talk tomato tomorrow. We talk about him.
They didn't win because they took LeBron out. That's why. Okay. Same thing with
yeah, tomato tomato. That's all I'm gonna say. Tomato tomato.
Hey, we ain't gonna even run that narrative.
That's why I say tomato tomato. We gonna move on. We gonna move on to the Denver Nuggets. And we gonna move on to OKC, which is probably the best series by far.
Yeah, but I think OKC got that because they got them young guns. Yoko, man, they let him score as much as he want. He be tired at the fourth quarter. He tired, man. He laboring, man.
Well, Denver's running to the same problem I think New York is having.
New York is. Yep.
Is that you cannot play six. They'll play Westbrook off the bench. Yeah. And some other dude, and the crazy part about it, too. Yeah. I don't even know number 3 name. So really, they playing with 6 players. New York playing with 7. Mitchell Robinson and the Deuce McBride.
What his name is?
Deuce McBride. They play with McBride and they'll play with Mitchell Robinson. Yeah. So they playing with like 7, and then they'll put Pucha Akua, what's his name? Whatever his name is. They'll put him in there a little bit, but I don't really know. Really don't know. Denver to me just ain't gonna have enough to get over the hump. I don't think OKC. And I think now I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna be honest. If Denver had home court, I'll say Denver can get it. But by knowing OKC had the last game at home, but I think the thing is gonna hurt OKC out in the long run if Minnesota goes ahead and take care of Golden State tonight. If OKC does have to go 7 games, they playing more games to get more. Yeah. But it's a catch-22. OKC got a lot of young players. Minnesota can sit down and have 4 or 5 games. Sometimes you don't want too much rest. You want to stay in that rhythm.
You don't want too much rest. You want
to stay in that rhythm. Yeah. So it can work out. It can hurt or it can help you. It just depends on what the team is. So let's just say a scenario. Indiana, New York over here. Minnesota, OKC over here. Who you got? You got Indiana coming out the East. Who would you have come out the West? OKC is in Minnesota.
I'm gonna give the edge of OKC on that.
And if OKC had to play Indiana in the finals, who you going to?
I'm trying to think how many times OKC Indiana.
They only play each other twice because they're in the East and West. They only play each other twice.
What, 1-1?
I got to go back and do. I got to do some research, but I think it might be 1-1.
I think it's 1-1. It all comes down to the bench. Because defensively, Indiana is their defense is stepping up.
Hold up, Russo and them boys over there. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I know they play defensive, but Indiana playing that old school and they putting that body on you, man. And I don't think Chet Holmgren can take that body in like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they do have the MVP on their team.
They do. They can let him do what they putting bodies on him too. They probably they're gonna make him do work for it.
Let me ask you this, because you had a big, you made a short about this. Yeah. So now you on the Tyrese Halliburton bandwagon. You on that bandwagon.
It ain't even about the bandwagon. It's about the fact that, like how you said, the people like, oh man, did he overhyped? So he was like, okay, I'm about to show y'all. That's all. Well, he
got voted. Think about it. Yeah. These are his peers that voted him.
Yeah, his peers voted him. So that probably put a battery in his back, man. He like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's what y'all think. Okay, I'm about to show y'all. And he out there showing. So you don't. What they used to say about Michael Jordan? I'm not comparing him to Michael Jordan. I'm not comparing him.
I know what you're trying to say.
They say Darryl Armstrong said he didn't know that thing has what my man, remember he stole the ball from Mike and Mike had on the 45 and he said he didn't know that he had told him.
You better go get 23 back. So okay. Yeah. Hey, and Darryl Armstrong said, why you say that to him? Why?
I don't know, man. Yeah. So, hey, that put a battery in his back, man.
What? To his defense, I give him this, that he has been talked about a lot. Your peers, and I can relate, and I can figure it. I can understand. Mm-hmm. You got guys in the league say, hey, man, you ain't really as good as they say you are. They overhyping you, bro. Blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. He said, okay, I'm gonna show y'all. And my thing is, the quicker way to show somebody, don't talk about it, just buzz ass, and that's what he doing.
Be about it, yep. And that's what he doing. And a lot of people forget they was in the finals last year too. Now, the Pistons was in the finals last year
against Boston.
Yeah, they was in the finals now, so it ain't like this is their first rodeo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, and I think Rick Carlisle is a great coach.
Yeah.
You got, and I think they got Neymar, whatever his name is. He know his role. You got Tyrese Halliburton know his role. You got another thing is big. People don't know when they got Pascal. When they went got Pascal Siakam, yeah, he don't want a championship. He know what it takes. Yep. Turner doing his thing. Obi Toppin coming off the bench. The little white guy, he like a little damn gnat. He come off the bench.
Yeah, I forgot what his name is.
Yeah, I mean, so
light skin dude, the little light skin Holland, what's his name?
We got the little old man mustache.
Yeah. Not him, but the other one with the braids. The other light skin one. He got.
Yeah. So they
talking about the one with that.
Man, that more like he 80 years old. That he need his ass, man. Hey, he need to cut that off. Man, I don't know what's going on with that mustache, man. But
hey, man.
But like I say, now I just feel like when the finals do come, it's going to be two competitive teams. But we haven't even got to the Eastern Conference, West Conference finals, so we got to get that. I want to touch on something that we've been talking about for a while. In this playoff, you touched on it for a minute. Steph Curry hurt his hamstring. Dame Lillard tore his Achilles. Jason Tatum tore his Achilles. We have been talking about this. We've been talking about this in length. We done been on this podcast almost 2 years. I've been going back and telling people, when did people start tearing their Achilles so much?
You were saying about the low-top shoes.
And you go back, who started low-top shoes was Kobe Bryant. Kobe started wearing low, and Kobe tore his up. Mm-hmm. And this is what I'm saying about the people like Gilbert Arenas when they was making that. And Anthony Edwards say these guys ain't as good. And I know he didn't mean it that way, but this is what he said out of his mouth. Mm-hmm. Michael Jordan, the only one. Them guys back then played in some bad shoes. First, and they didn't tear their Achilles. Now y'all got these guys get to go in there and handpick their shoes. They get to go to the Nike corporation. They get to go to Adidas. They get to go to Reebok, and you make your shoes. Yeah. And you still tearing your Achilles.
I'm trying to think, did Tatum had on 3/4 shoes? Or I don't think he had on low top.
He had them pink on. I couldn't tell, but all I know when I seen that foot go out, it was done deal.
I didn't know what it was because I would tell the guys that worked there. We were talking about that when we get ready to leave. Me and Urshan and Aaron, and I was saying, did you see how Jason Tatum when he was getting ready to push off on it, how far he didn't have? Like it was like he had put his leg out farther than what it needed to be, and then when he pushed off on it, I said, it must have tore that thing off the bone because how he was.
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this: how, as an athlete, I know the answer to this question, but you can't play in fear. But I see more guys in the NBA tearing their Achilles than I see NFL players tearing their Achilles for some reason.
Yeah.
What is as an athlete? If you're trying to play, how can you not be fearful of playing the way you play? Think about this now. Think about a lot of the moves they make. All these step backs and sides and all.
Yeah.
Listen, when Dominique tore his up, Dominique was at the end of his career. When Isaiah tore his up, he was at the end of his career. These guys are in their prime. Now, Dame Lillard might be longer than two. Durant still had to come back mid. Kobe came back. But look at all these athletes we talking about. And then I tore their Achilles heel. It's something going on. I don't know what it is. Now, it might be these guys might be, it might be stuff they overworking themselves. They overworking their joints in the offseason. Who knows? I don't know. But they have to figure out, this is why the CTE in football, they got to figure out a way what's going on. Or somebody got to say, well, you know what? Let's do some more research to figure out why these boys are tearing their Achilles here. Because when he went down, like Dame just grabbed his. Tatum was crying. You know, when Kobe went down, Kobe got up and walked to the bench and walked to the free throw line, shot the free throw, and then walked off the court.
But you see, think about it. When Kobe did his, he was like in a stationary position, just like how Dame was. When Tatum did his, he was actually getting ready to do a basketball. He was getting ready to push off on it, and he
was trying to go get the ball. The ball was loose. He was trying to go grab the ball. Yeah. And then that was it. He failed. And when I looked, at first when he went down, I'm like, maybe he slipped on something. But then when they showed the replay, I said, he ain't touched nobody. And I know right then, I think everybody now watch Sports Enough and know what's going on.
They know. And even the talking about how the sports announcers, they wasn't even, they act like they was scared to say it's an Achilles. They were like, oh, he got a bad, man, everybody sees, everybody knows it's an Achilles.
Well, I mean, you don't want to put bad mouth on it, brother. That's what they basically saying, but you don't want to put bad mouth on it. But, you know, like I say,
know what it was.
He already had his surgery. Speedy recovery to Tatum, speedy recovery to Dillard. Hope Steph can get out there because if I'm not mistaken, game 6 is tonight. No, game 5 is tonight.
They said Steph, they got him on light work, so he ain't coming back tonight.
So you got Boston, New York tonight at 7:30. You got Golden State and Minnesota at 9:30 behind that. So both of these games can really get they can close them out. But it's something I want to tell you too. I don't know if you know this already. Start of Friday night.
What happened now?
We'll start this Friday night.
This Friday night. What's up? Oh, the WNBA?
There you go.
Yeah, WNBA. Yeah. But they've been cutting a lot of people. You know what? They've been cutting people as soon as they draft. I'm like, why is you cutting these women they like in a lot? I'm like, hold on, wait, why y'all cutting them already? They releasing players.
Basically, what's going to have to happen, and people, if you can see, I was thinking the same thing the other day when they cut a couple of girls they just got drafted.
Yeah.
The league has to expand more. Because they got so many good players on these teams that I know Golden State is coming to the league this year, I think, and Toronto's coming into this year, I think. Yeah, they need to like I said before, they need to get 6 more teams in there so they can expand. So you get a better TV deal, you get more of these girl opportunity because they're gonna have to. And I feel like after this season here, they're gonna expand because I think the new TV deal starts this year. Yeah. So, but I feel like when Golden State gonna support their girls out there, Toronto will support them girls up there in Toronto. You got to get 4 more teams at least to expand the league because we got to figure out 2 things. Yeah, we got to figure out how to expand that league and we got to figure out how to support that league better and get these girls more money because I can't wait for Friday. Even though the boys are going in right now, everything is, the boys are still going into the playoff stuff. But I can't wait to see what the girls are going to do. So they might take a back burner for a little bit, but I can't wait to get into that. But like I say, man, earlier before we started earlier, we were talking about why we didn't get to shoot last week. I was saying my homeboy, his daughter graduated college from A&T. Yeah. His baby girl got accepted to Louisiana State University. For people who don't know who that is, it's LSU University. My daughter graduated Winston State Friday. Yep. My younger daughter's going to college this summer, a summer program. She got sent to Chapel Hill, so she's going to Chapel Hill for a couple weeks this summer. So we had some things we had to do. We had to try to figure some things out, but that's why we were missing for the last week. So we are back to doing what we do. Came back up, like I say. So I know I had people calling me and texting like, "Hey man, what's going on with the podcast?" Like, "Hey, last week was a long week, but now we back. Yeah, get back into the groove of things." But anything else you want to add to it, man?
Hey man, it's a secret in Cleveland. They say this is just Shador Sanders looking real good at it.
You know what? It's funny you said that. It's funny.
This ain't even no competition, man. This is a beat reporter was out there. Even though they was out there like for 2 days for the little training camp.
Shirts and shorts.
Yeah.
But listen, this not getting listen.
That's what I'm
not knocking the kids. I'm not knocking the kids.
I know it been certain songs. This said, hey man, it ain't. He said it's not even close.
Well, when you say close, hold up. When you say close, let's put a stamp on it. The kid that came out of Oregon and drafted, it ain't close with him.
Yeah, this is Shador Sanders by leap, and this was one of the beat reporters from Cleveland that said that.
I saw that.
All the time. He's like, hey man, he said it ain't even close.
So we got. I'm glad you said that because we got to touch on the football for a tad bit. But Derek Carr, retired suddenly because of his shoulder. Yeah. Now if you look at the Saints roster, they got Spencer Rattler, the guy they took in the second round from Louisville, and somebody else on the team. Yeah. That's all they got going into the league, going to the calendar year. Mm-hmm. Now they saying that they're trying to call Cleveland. Cleveland got 5 quarterbacks on the team. Yeah. Deshaun Watson not playing. We already understand that. Joe Flacco, we got Shador Sanders, we got Kenny Pickett, and we got the other guy from Oregon. I got a feeling they're going to try to pull Kenny Pickett and trade him. He's an established quarterback. They're trying to trade him to New Orleans, so New Orleans have an established quarterback. But I'm glad you said that also. This evening, it's only 6:45 right now. The NFL schedule is coming out, I think, 7 or 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight. It's coming out tonight, too, the schedule. I seen some games already. I seen the Cowboys open the season up with the Eagles that Thursday night. I saw the Friday night game is Kansas City against the Los Angeles Chargers that Friday night. And I see the Cowboys are playing Kansas City, I think, on Thanksgiving Day. So a couple of games I've seen already, they done released, but the Panthers' first game of the season, I did see the leak of that. The Panthers' first game of the season supposed to be the Buccaneers at home at 1 o'clock. So that's when we open the season up. We play on the Buccaneers, but we'll see the rest of the schedule. But if you're really following football and getting ready to football, tonight is the 8 o'clock, I think, on ESPN. They have the actual full release schedule for everybody. You'll see who got primetime games. Hopefully we'll see the Panthers get 1 or 2 games, but we'll see. Same thing you said about Shedeur Sanders. I seen Tommy Davis come on the Panther beat right and said, Jimmy Horn looking real good out there, boy.
Real good. They say Jimmy, but this the other boy look. This the other one looking good too. This is Jimmy Horn and my man looking real good.
You talking about T-Mac?
This is Jimmy Horn out there looking like this he looking good. I was ready to say that. So
this is the first time I can say in a long time being a Panther fan. I'm being honest. I'm being optimistic. This is the first time in a long time. We picked up. You got Thielen, who's our third down reception. You went and picked up Hunter Renfrow, who that's all he's known for. You went and got T-Mac.
Yep.
You still got Coker, you still got Leggett, and you got Jimmy Horn. You got 6 receivers I'm excited about. Then you got Chuba Hubbard, and then you put him back to Rico Down, who almost had 1,000 yards for the Cowboys. I'm just saying, listen, if the offensive line can give Bryce time, I'm going to tell a lot of people out there, like I'm saying this, they came up short against Kansas City. They came up short against Philadelphia. They came up short with Chuba Hubbard fumbled against Tampa Bay, and they go to overtime, they lost. I'm telling y'all, if you want to get excited about something, got a funny feeling. The Panthers going to be a problem when September come around.
Let me ask you a question right here. You think they're gonna keep all them receivers?
On a Sunday, you carry 6 receivers on a Sunday.
Okay.
So Jimmy Horn's gonna be probably the kickoff return and punt return guy. And then you look at it like this: when Thielen out in the game, if you got Hunter Renfrow, you're gonna have both of them out there sometime. Put like this: say you're in a situation like you was in Philadelphia. I feel more comfortable with Thielen and Hunter Renfrow. I know they got heads. If you don't want the get in the game at the time, you can put them 2 in there. You can put Coke or you can put T-Mac. They got so many options now to switch it. They can be a Swiss Army knife when it comes to their offense. The problem they're gonna have, not saying a problem, if the Panthers defense can be halfway better than what they were last year, they're gonna be a problem. Because they're gonna put points on the board.
Because they're gonna have to put points on the board if their defense. If the defense is decent, I think they can win. I think they can win a lot of games. As long as the offensive line good, because you got the weapons, man. You got weapons.
My thing is, I think the division is between Atlanta and the Panthers. That's all I can say. And to me, Atlanta defense still hasn't proven anything. They got 2 guys. They got Pierce and they got Jalen Walker. But their defense was horrible. Two guys is not going to. And then they lost Jade Garrett. They lost Garrett in the middle. So, and I'm looking at a lot of people out here on the social media stuff, and on a lot of people got the Panthers winning the division. I swear they do.
Yeah, I think so too, man. Like I said, they got weapons. They got people that can actually catch the ball. Like I said, hopefully Leggett been working on his hands during the off season. But
he quit being at Kentucky Derby all the damn time.
But you know, a lot of people got that. The NFL actually sent him out there.
I know, because he loves horses so much, and I know the backstory that I was just messing with. He went to something he loves, and that's his love. But my thing is, he said himself, he's been working in the lab. That's what he's saying. So I think it's not a make or break year for him per se, because you got so much weapons around him. If we didn't have any other receivers, it'd be a bigger target on his back. But if he can come in there and keep working with Thielen, Hunter Renfrow, if the older guy like Muhammad Muhammad or Steve Smith go out there and help him, he can be a dynamic weapon. And you can have one time you can have Jimmy Horn out there, you have Leggett out there, you can have T-Mac and Coke, you have 4 receivers out there, 4 receivers set.
And you know what I would do? I would put Thielen out there. You know, I'll put Thielen when we get down into the red zone. I wouldn't have him out there the whole game. Like when you get in the red zone, hey man, bring Thielen out here. Cause
you bring Hunter Renfrow out there too.
Yeah, that way he ain't putting that much because he's older. You know what I'm saying? That means he ain't putting that much strain and stuff on his body. They can kind of like save him. You know what I'm saying? For those
him and Hunter Renfrow to me are the same exact receiver. Yeah, they're the same exact receiver. And you got 2 of them. And you got Coker who's 6. And you got Copa who's 6'3", you got T-Mac 6'4", you got the Get 6'2", you got big receivers, smaller receivers, and Jimmy Horner's your fast guy. They got everything you need.
Guy, yeah.
So for me, I just hope the Panthers come out and ball out because, you know, the Hornets.
Hey man, I might have to give me a Panther shirt and jersey, man. This shit, man.
Huh?
I might have to give me a Panther shirt and jersey, man.
You be on this podcast with Baltimore all the time. Why you rapping Panthers?
Yeah, might have to get me a jersey, man. Might have to get me a jersey. We gonna see. Baltimore ain't my team. I ain't got no team. I just had the hat on.
But you stay in Charlotte, but you ain't got no team.
Yeah, I ain't got no team, man.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, no team, man.
Okay.
Hey, just because you got a team in Charlotte.